Good morning, dear students. Today's explanation is on English 1, Chapter 12, Where the Mind is Without Fear. Where the Mind is Without Fear is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Where the Mind is Without Fear is a poem written by Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore during the period when India was struggling for freedom from the British rule. It is a part of Gitanjali, a compilation of all his poems. The poem is in a form of a prayer to the God, the Almighty, for a true freedom for India. Being a visionary, Tagore aimed at making Mother India free, united, rational, and strong. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. The meaning is the poet prays to the Almighty that his countrymen should be free from any kind of fear of oppression or forced compulsion. He wishes that everyone in his country has his head high in dignity. Where knowledge is free. The poet dreams of a nation where knowledge is free and not restricted to some portion of the society based on class, caste, gender, and other barrier. Tagore wishes his countrymen to awaken and broaden their minds by enlightening it with the power of knowledge. Where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. This means Tagore wishes for a world which is not fragmented by prejudices based on caste, creed, religion, or other baseless superstitions. Where words come out from the depth of truth. Here, Tagore says, Tagore wants a nation where people are truthful. They should not be superficial, and words should not come out from the depth of their where words should come out from the depth of their hearts. Where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. This is an example of fine personification in the poem. Tagore talks about his desire for a country where people would strive without getting tired to reach perfection, leaving behind prejudices and old traditions. Now, next, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. Tagore has used a metaphor and compared reason to a clear stream that follows smoothly. Just as a flowing river loses its way in a sandy desert, dead customs also harm all the good intellectual qualities of man. Tagore wants the power of reason to dominate the minds of his countrymen. He does not want the stream of reason to be lost amongst outdated customs and traditions, and only that can direct the mind towards selfless thoughts. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action. Tagore wishes his countrymen to be open minded and progressive. True freedom lies in the mind which is always led forward by the universal mind of the Father into ever widening thought and action. Into the heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Through this line, Tagore expresses his vision of India as a heaven where there is freedom of thought, spirit, faith, speech, which will lead to the inner perfection of the self. Thus, Tagore wants spiritual, intellectual, and political freedom for his country. He thought society ought to strive for perfection, harmony, and beauty. According to him, self-respect and self-esteem are psychological foundation for the development of individuality. The free flow of knowledge is the basis for a free and prosperous society. Thank you.